I'm doing a lot of live videos today. I feel well rested from the 3-day weekend. And so I have lots of energy to get going and make some cool live videos. And somebody asked a question on he-man.org, and that was, hey, can you fit a classics Hordak on a Mantisaur regular figure from the 80s? So I've actually been down this road. So I thought, you know what? Maybe I can help this guy out. So what I did was originally I actually did try that. And it was so ridiculous looking because these figures are so big compared to the classics. Even though the Mantisaur was a larger type figure, it still looked really strange. And I believe even the feet did not fit in the stirrups very well either. I ended up selling my old Mantisaur and all my old Hordak and Horde, and actually it was awful. I had Hordak, I had the main Horde characters, and I had like 7 or 8 Horde troopers, and I had some custom little Horde trooper dogs, and some other cool figures too, my Mantisaur, and I sold it all in one auction, my whole Horde grouping, and I didn't get much for it. And it was not smart of me. At the time, I wanted cash badly. And some of those Horde Troopers were like $65 a piece back then, trying to get them. And I ended up selling the whole lot for way less than I spent, even just on the Horde Troopers alone, let alone all the cool figures too. And it even still had the red cape for my Hordak. So I kick myself now today. It's like, man. So let's see. The question is, Master Far, do you think we'll get one in Origins? You know, it seems like there's been a lot of Hordak love in Origins. I mean, you take a look at it, we already have 2 Hordak figures coming out. We got the one we got. It's actually 3. We got the PowerCon exclusive. We got the one before that. You know, where I threw my Hordak. As you guys know, I'm not a fan of Hordak. For those that have watched my show a lot, there he is. The Origins one. And then we have the exclusive, not exclusive, the big set of Hordak where it comes with extra stuff. So can't think what's called off the top of my head right now. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at, and I've shown some of you guys this before, my fix to the Mantisaur problem, and that is this giant bug-looking creature right here. So this video's just on this, so let's check this thing out. So first of all, how did I make it and what's it from? So a while ago, they had these cool figures from Galador, and here it is right here, and you can kind of see what this figure looked like. And I took and mixed this figure and some other figures from the line, and you can see all the parts he comes with right there, and then made this cool bug creature out of more than one set. Now I have a link in the description for these figures. You want to see how much they cost and what they are and stuff. But so this was my cool fix. So he has giant long legs, and because of you know, I didn't want to buy too many different ones to create it. I just basically used the figures I had available to me. That's why he's got red legs in the back and black in the front. I think it's kind of cool though looking. And then of course I just took the legs and kind of turned them around to make it look like it's the Mantisaur legs. And then for the head, I actually took one of the pieces and cut it and snapped it to fit the same size as the head. I didn't want to alter the head at all in case I ever needed a Mantisaur head in the future. And then that just sits right on top of there. So I can use the original Mantisaur head so it still has the Hordak look. Because the head, originally when I first made this, I did use the head that the Lego guys came with. But if you take a look at this head, it's just kind of weird looking. So that's the head he came with. It does not look like a Mantisaur. Or it does not look like the right kind of bug. It's still scary looking, but all right. So let's go ahead and see how Hordak fits on him. Now I did use a bunch of string right here to hold it together. The legs kept flopping forward when I designed this. So let's take a look at the build in case you guys decide you want to build it. So these are shoulder pieces from the figures. So I use shoulder pieces. These are leg pieces. And then this is the bottom half of the leg for the bugs. And then these are robot type legs again. So shoulders, legs. And then for the top, I use shoulders, legs, and then the feet again. So it's basically just a repeat. And then this is the main body. And then I use the short arms that go in the middle for the bug arms and the robotic bug arms in the middle. And then these are here are darts from one of the bad guys. And then this right here is from one of the bad guys as well. And I just took a whole bunch of pieces and just connected them all up to make it like a giant scorpion type tail, which I thought was kind of a fun addition. And it actually does shoot, which of course makes it even more fun. Let's go and shoot this thing. Bam, there we go. So now it's not just pick He-Man up and try to bite him. Now we can actually shoot from a distance. So now it's a ranged creature too, besides just... Let's get this thing plugged back in. All right, so let's go ahead and stick Hordak in here. Get all these legs straightened out. And I did grab a bunch of Hordaks so I can try a few of them. So the question was the Classics one. So here's the regular Classics one. So let's go ahead and open this up. Hey, thanks, JB. I appreciate it. See, I notice Hordaks on the end have opposite accessory hands, which is canon. So this is the cannon, but you'll find that quite often he'll be his right arm that actually has the cannon. Now this is not a cannon. This is actually the spin piece. I wish I had my stuff out here. I think I put... Yeah, I did. I put them all the way. And I actually mixed this Hordak into two. So it's a spin blade and also the Hurricane Hordak. And I actually sanded this down so the thing could spin in it. So it's kind of cool. But I got that as a separate video. If you want to watch it, I got a whole video on all my Hordaks. So you want to check that out, you can. Now to put this in here, you got to take his cape and lean it forward a little bit. Put his legs out like a cowboy. And then he straddles right up here. Fit, Hordak, fit. And of course the tail gets in the way. Then I have these right here for his hands to hang on to. So you pretend like he's controlling the Mantisaur. It's funny, whenever you're on a live video, it seems like that's when things seem to start going amiss, you know? There we go. Let's put his butt back on. Now you'll notice that his cape's kind of in the way. That is kind of a hassle, so you have to aim this down a little bit to get it to stay. There we go. Line these back up. Now because they're Lego, things just keep moving all the time on this thing. Ha! And there he is. Now he's ready for battle against the heroic masters of the universe. So let's go ahead and get He-Man up here so you can see this thing in action. Now, these joints are pretty weak and they were never made to be this long. So because of that, you will find that they do kind of are a little flimsy if you do make your own. But for looks, it looks really cool. But for playability, he's all over the place when it comes to wobbliness. But you can reach down and use his Mantisaur legs, arms, pick up He-Man. No. And just truck him right up there and chomp into his head. So you can kind of see how that kind of works. Now, the original toy, there was actually a connection point between here. It was actually one piece. So as Hordak would push this down, the arms would go up, which was really kind of a fun feature because then you could control it from behind. Now, of course, this one you can't do this. But the original question was, can you use the original 80s Mantisaur with the classics? I don't have one to show you, but when I tried it originally years ago, it just looked ridiculous. It was so small in comparison that it just did not work for the classics line. All right, so let's go ahead and throw another Hordak in here. I'm just going to go completely opposite and grab the Filmation one from Super 7. Here he is. Now the head's cool. I do like the head on this guy. Oh, don't break leg. It always scares me when the joints start freezing up. Now, it is really hot today in here, so I can feel the joints are kind of slimy a little bit. It's kind of weird. Usually my room's a lot colder. Let's just go ahead and get his hands in there. Urgh, you can do it. Maybe you can't. Now, if you were to ask me, I think Lego was like the ultimate toy because you can just build anything. And even though these guys were made to be special action figures, the line they made for these, Gildor, I think it was called. I forget now what it's called. It's in the link if you click the link. And but the playability is cool. I mean, I used to use the ice guys with Ice Armor He-Man, and it's like there was all kinds of cool snow creatures everywhere. And that was cool. I'd play with my kids before I had grandkids with them, and it was cool. There we go. Bump, bump, bump. Here comes Hordak. He's coming in the Mantisaur, and he means business. So that looks pretty cool. All right, let me take a look. Oh, someone listed it there. Galador. I've never actually seen the show. Ain't all bugs wobbly? That's funny, JB. So, yep, there it is. I'm going to end this video soon. I just wanted to show you guys, or show that one guy, this particular cool way to make your... It's just so crazy, these legs. Stand, man. You can do it. Like I said, if you're just going to pose them and not move them at all, it works great. Oops. He-Man, you lost your head. Joop. As you can tell, I used one of the 80s heads and altered it to fit on there. It also works on Origins, too. So there you go. All right. Does it have the power to hold him up? Oh, it does. Look at that. His feet are off the ground. Hooray. I actually got him held in suspension. I don't think that was any possible today. All right. Oh, and hey, heads up. I do have this helmet on eBay right now. So if you want to get that, you can. The price right now is lower than what I sell them for normally. So it's actually a good deal. So that's cool. So, all right. And also I got my Beastman on there too. My 2000X Beastman. Pretty sure that bug bit it off. Yep. That's what happened. And that's how He-Man died. Skeletor tried for years. All it took was Hordak. Wow. Helidak. That'd be a cool name for him. Anyway, all it took was Hordak and his bug creature. And he's able to take out... I can't believe those arms are holding him up. I thought for sure the arms just crumble down. Oh, I guess it's stronger than I thought. Anyway, the no cape works way better. So if you have a no cape Skeletor or Hordak, that's the way to go. The cape gets in the way all the time, keeps knocking his tail off. And this is my cool Filmation custom one that I did. Ooh, you can just see I grabbed the Super 7 head and stuck it on the Filmation Hordak. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the Super 7 Filmation figures that much. I'm probably going to sell a bunch of mine and keep just the few I like. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Later, I'll have a video, maybe not today, but soon, on how to repack your He-Man figures into the boxes that you pulled them out of. I'll show you guys a couple cool tricks that I used in the past for figures, and a great way to make them so you can pull them out and put them back afterwards. So it stinks since I don't have the parts I wanted to do it, so, but I'll show you guys some cool techniques. And eventually I'll open up my last Spider-Man figure over there, the Kingpin, and that would be cool. So, and I do have finally have my Iceman on order from Big Bad Toy Store. So he's on pre-order, so I should be getting him soon. Hey JB, thanks for joining me, man. You are a riot. All right, you guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'm probably not going to keep doing so many live videos in one day. Like I said, I just had a lot of energy today because I had a lot of rest this weekend, so I can't believe it's actually holding them up. I'm going to leave it like that and see how long it lasts. All right, you guys, talk to you next video. Bye now.